I'm sorry. I had to start this off on a positive note, so this is what I went with. No offense, Mariah Carey. Okay. On a serious note, I wanted to talk about topics that I've had perspectives on, and just the whole aspect of perspectives that it seems like anymore, if you say or do anything, it's so sensationalized, and just everyone's quick to jump on this hate train. I just remember when Facebook was freshly new, like maybe, poppin' new, per se. About 19 years old, I wrote this status, and it was about teen moms. You can still go back and read it. And I didn't care for what the show was portraying. A lot of drama, fighting. I seen the moms making it, and I still do, making it about them and their boyfriends, and it didn't seem realistic to talk about preventing teen pregnancy, but making it entertainment. I know that's TV, but I was just voicing, what was on my mind. And so I had said that I had never met a successful teen mother, and at the time, out of school, I was being honest. I wasn't trying to be insulting. I had seen mothers who went from homes to homeless shelters, back to toxic relationship. I'm not going to speak on anybody, but I went to school with girls who had to still live at home. That was I just said what, it just came out that way. And I know it sounds really insensitive, and I don't think that way today, that teen mothers aren't successful. It was just that at that time, that's how I felt. And I remember the other thing that like really caused a rift with people. It's just crazy. Is I had said, you can't be. Why are all these people who smoke pot just freely using the word junkie? And I kind of still feel that way. I have nothing against it. Obviously, I was an addict, so why would I? But it's one of those like stereotypes that are just, I still can't like wrap my head around why this is even today. And this was like so long ago. I could bring up the post, but I don't have to explain myself that far. It's just things like, the biggest thing I had also wrote about Black Lives Matter. I said, I don't think it's inclusive. I wasn't being defensive and trying to, someone said I was, gaslighting because I'm not black, that there wasn't a movement. I said, I don't think it's right to say, because I have siblings who are part Latino. I have family who are of all different minority. I'm not going to go into using labels, but I'll just say, at the time I wrote the status, I got a lot of, I guess it's controversial, hate for that, but I still feel the way about these things I write. I stick to my guns. I don't just throw something at the wall and see if it sticks. You know what I mean? And the last thing was, why do you gotta call me? The last thing was about the kids. And I understand how sensitive parents are. It's just, I think about Gen Z, believe it or not. It's not all about attention and trying to get people to argue. I think about Gen Z. And the reason I had posted this status in particular was because I thought about this situation. And still today, it still eats at me. And I wrote about it 100 times, and I'll talk about it 100 times because it's affected me. And it matters. And if I don't talk about any kind of bullying, I'm not standing up for not only what I believe in, but what everybody else has gone through. And so this teacher to me was absolutely heinous with her discipline, mentally. I had said that I seen her take someone in a desk because they weren't, whatever, being cooperative or whatever the fuck they were doing wrong. I don't know. But I seen them, and she took this girl who I knew. Oh my God, it still makes me so angry. Take her desk and shoved it up against the wall, and she had to face the wall the rest of the class. What that taught Mrs. Smith, Peggy Smith from Norwalk Middle School, you're evil, and what you did was wrong. And that affected not only probably her at the time, which she's over, has a good life. Thank God, because, I would have been messed up had that done to me. I was always terrified of her, and I always thought, well, suck it up, have tough skin, this is life. It's wrong. It's wrong. And you're a teacher. Teaching that is, to me, just sickening. It just makes me so frustrated that she got away with treating people that way. And there's so many other things I could go into about, the situation, and also other things that aren't my business to tell. Even though I'm huge on being an open book, I'm always saying, like, tell your story, share it, connect with people. I don't hold anything back about myself because I don't have to worry that there's a secret about me. And it feels good, and that's what's liberating. I just wrote about being liberated, and I think that it's really important that we are talking to people, sharing. And I don't judge if people aren't, if they're private and they're not open to it. But to me, it helped me in a time. So that's why opinions and perspectives, what all these things are about, are important to me. And thank God that I had heard someone's story and their opinion, their perspective of how they got through things. Thank God for it. There's always that saying, opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. Well, thank God it ain't coming out the other end. And anyways, my grandma gave me the best saying as a kid. And I love this. I live by it. And she'd always say, if everybody was just like me, what kind of world would this be? And I'm sure someone else said it, but it always stuck with me that, there's always going to be naysayers. There's always going to be people who don't agree. That's understandable. However, the way we can be kind that we don't agree with each other is what matters. And I try to be tasteful, and I understand a lot of those things. I would change maybe my delivery, but I wouldn't change my mind on a lot of things that I feel in my heart aren't right. So I'm not perfect. I'm very far from it. I'm just saying that those things were important to me. They were important to me. And you should always stick to what's important to you, no matter what. And I have 2 really good, huge events coming up. I am hugely passionate first about Project Noel. And that's because, for number 1, it brings awareness about addiction. And for number 2, they help the children who've lost their parents to addiction. They help them with supplies, gifts, so many other events and things. My second thing is Alzheimer's awareness. That's impacted me. both of those things impacted me hugely. That's why I said addiction first. For some reason, it just goes deeper for me. And that's just, my personal issue. And I don't think one's are less or greater important than the other, whatever. I just, basically, to put it in a nutshell, I just wanted to, say that the more we just jump on these, ganging up on people, like Kim Kardashian, for instance, said something like, that was the one thing it wasn't even about her. It was about, everybody took what she said and twisted it. And it was like, because she said that nobody wants to work. And, why are these places understaffed? People need to get off their ass and work. Why can't she say that? Why are we so quick to attack somebody? It wasn't like she used someone's name. I'm just so tired of that. You can do people are going to continue to be that way. I get it. But I'm just rambling. And I wanted to talk about that for some reason. So I hope everybody has a really good Friday and weekend. And always, 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 I, preach on, teach, I would rather say now. But no, seriously, is mindfulness, kindness, and mental health. Just always be open-minded. That's it. Have a good weekend, guys.